You're listening to The Monks. Hey, you're here with The Monks. I'm Josh.
I'm Heather.
And thank you very much for being here. We got a fun one today. Digging into our namesake.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We got some monks crossing the U.S. It is a non-politically affiliated peace walk.
Yes.
And I said, well, if we're looking for peace, it probably should be non-affiliated, honestly.
Yeah.
Just Tibetan monks walking. Where did they...
With a dog.
With one dog. Mm-hmm. Hopefully more will join. Mm-hmm. That'd be good. Mm-hmm. They were just like slowly picking up more and more dogs as they went along. But I was like, yeah, I'm into it. I root for all monks. You know? Felonius, Art.
Adrian.
Oh, Adrian, yeah. Sophie.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Bring on the monk.
Bring on the monk. I'll put it this way. We don't do great with people having non-affiliated peaceful walks. I said the whole country?
No, just from Texas. Just half the country, really.
Oh, only half the
Texas
country.
to D.C. or somewhere.
Texas to D.C.
Massachusetts, I think they maybe changed it too. I'm not sure.
So these monks are crossing.
Yep.
They're walking for peace.
Mm-hmm. That's all they walked for.
That's all they walk for. And I can vibe with that. I was like,
I
yeah,
love
man.
peace.
We actually, where we lived in San Diego, right around the block from us was a Tibetan monk type monastery. Their big deal is like basically like, be nice, be kind.
I like that.
I love it. Mm-hmm. And they're going to walk for peace. And I said, well, good luck to you.
Yeah.
Good luck to you. Even from Texas to the other side, I go, all right, yeah, there's going to be probably some stuff.
Yeah. I'd need to have some sort of really amazing sweet treat that I knew I was getting.
Oh.
And if we pivoted from DC to Massachusetts, I'd be like, what?
What am I going to get? A Boston cream pie?
I would have planned my sweet treat. I'm like, I earned this. Like when we walked across the San Francisco.
When these monks went on a walk for a peace.
We pilgrimaged.
Yeah. And we also walked for peace. Mm-hmm. Piece of cake.
A piece of cake. Uh-huh.
We did. We were like, we're going to walk over and get, what was that? What is that cake
Aristocult?
called?
Is it Aristocult?
Well, we ended up at Aristocult. Mm. We were walking initially to Japantown to get that cake from.
That was a different time.
God, we will walk
for cake. Yeah.
We will walk for a piece of cake. That would have got us. I said, where they walk? What piece of what are they trying to get? You said peace. Mm-hmm. I said pizza, cake, pie. What are we talking here? I may join these guys. And you said just peace, and I said, nah, that never happened. Mm-mm. Not going to happen. Not going to do it. That's a walk I can't do. I go, that ain't ever going to happen. You got to have a more tangible goal. Unfortunately, you got to have a tangible goal. Way back in 2015, these Canadian scientists they did this hitchhiking robot. And this
I heard of it, yeah.
Had hitchhiked all across Germany, all across, literally coast to coast or whatever. What do you call it in Canada? I don't know if it's a coast. But,
it is a coast. They are coasts everywhere. It's a coast.
It ends on a coast no matter what. That's correct. Okay. So coast to coast, it made it there just fine. I think it started on our east and was going to be heading west. Mm-hmm. And it made it to Philadelphia. 2 whole countries, though. It made it through just the helpfulness of people.
So they gave it rides and stuff. Is that right?
Yeah, the whole deal was it's hitchhiking. Starts on the east coast of America. Mm-hmm. And this is 2015.
And it's going to go across to the west coast.
To the west.
Okay.
Yeah, it was going to end in San Francisco.
Oh.
Yeah, would have been nice to see it out here. And this thing made it to Philadelphia. And was just, the thing is, it's not just that, because everybody knows. They hear even the setup. If you didn't know about this, you go oh, okay, they beat the crap out of it or something. They did, obviously. Mm-hmm. Obviously, U.S. citizens beat up a robot, right, that had nothing to do with it. But they beheaded it. They absolutely decapitated the thing. And at the time, I remember thinking, this is a real indictment on us as a people.
Yeah.
It made it through these other countries. Now I go, that's a hero, right?
Now that AI is coming around.
We see where AI and where robotics are and how they expect it to treat everyone with these technologies. And I go, that person was a hero. This person's just the guy in Terminator. He goes, no, trust me. I don't want to hear about that.
I saw that movie in the 90s and I got to nip it in the bud.
No. I don't want to see these things just thinking, why are we giving them rides? Why are we giving them rides? Mm-hmm. It's a robot. What, are you tired?
Do you think, did it always have its thumb like,
I know.
Did it have a little satchel?
Honestly, it probably wasn't nearly as funny as that. That would have been great if it was like, I got my thing, and it just shows a little bit of thigh.
It just pulls up its thing, shows its kneecap.
Ooh la la, where are you going? Ooga.
Yeah, they were right for cutting its head off.
Yeah, cut its head off. Even if it was doing that, it's like, what the heck?
I saw a video the other day on social media. It was another robot walking all by itself. They were like, no one's with this robot, and it had a cowboy hat on.
Are we just having free roaming robots?
I think they're just letting them loose and seeing what we do.
That's what I'm saying. I go, then you got to behead it. You need more Philly guys.
It was in Austin.
Cowboy hat makes sense now. So it's little. For some reason, I'm thinking robot.
Yeah,
big.
it was like a little child size. Maybe that's what they made it, a child size, so we wouldn't behead it.
Nah, take its head off.
Okay.
Take its head off.
It did look similar to the soccer robots.
Yeah.
So it was like
clomping around like that.
I didn't see it tip its hat, but I
Howdy, partner.
Yeah, I hope it was doing that.
But to put it in a cowboy hat, I go, somebody owns this robot. This robot didn't just stumble off the plant.
It was
floor
walking
and
by
find
somebody.
a robot hat.
Maybe they were walking by and they gave it its hat.
Maybe that'd be fun. See, I used to be you could root for a robot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now I'm like, nope. Don't give it a hat. Don't make it cute.
Yeah.
We do too much cuting up bad stuff. I go, don't make it funny. Let that robot be what it is, a terror on our society, something that's going to take out everything from it. Don't put it. It's got chaps on, a little guy. It got little baby chaps on it. Here's the question I have. I just go, are we about to have robots really functionally just shoulder to shoulder with us? Like, are people with means, not us, but people with real means gonna be like, yeah, we'll just have a robot do all the household stuff? Because every time they show me any video of like these things doing anything, I go, it does feel like it's miles from like walking downstairs and like putting a load of laundry in your washer correctly, and then going back down and getting that or whatever. You know, I'm not seeing anything that I go, oh yeah, that should be tucking my kid in.
Well,
sorry. I go, hey, sorry, sweetie, sorry. Oh no. He
this
didn't mean
is the
it.
prototype.
He didn't mean it. It's a prototype. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. This is a refurbished model. We couldn't afford a brand new one. Yeah, they said it got returned for something similar to this, but they thought they had worked the kinks out. Hey, it's okay. We're gonna do an update.
That kid is crushed. Their chest is crushed.
You're fine.
Caved in.
You're fine. We'll have our other robot coming and do a scan.
Why is the kid tuck-in such a robot thing? I've seen that in several different robot situations, and I go, why can't we tuck our own kids in?
Of all the things to have them do.
That seems like a thing that should be apparent.
You know what I would do if I'm putting that scene on film? I go, no, humans will do the tuck in, especially because it usually shows the humans, if I'm not mistaken, like a room away,
watching from the doorway.
I would just shoot that different. I would just show, like, if it's me and I have a kid, I go, we can handle tuck-ins. That's fun stuff. That's like, all right, good night. Maybe like the constant, like when you're really trying to sleep train a kid and they keep coming out, you're like, robot, get on there. Yeah. Get back. Like, it's going to keep chasing you. You need to get in there. It's time to go to sleep.
Yeah,
okay?
Bath time.
Yeah.
Except for you're like.
It's that and it's sparking. I got wet. I go, all right. Mistakes were made. Sorry. But I would only have it featuring on stuff that I go, ooh, got a blowout over there. Got a blowout. Yeah. Poop right up the back. Robot. Got poop right up the back. Obviously, I don't want to deal with it. No. The robot's coming. Robot's coming over there. Don't worry about it. Don't show it doing stuff I can do. I saw one where it was like a robot putting like a sheet of pre-made cookies. That's the thing. It wasn't even like it was making me fresh cookies. It's like it's taking cheap, crappy cookies, putting them on a tray and popping it in an oven. And I go, this is what rich people want. What is it doing that I don't want to do? I don't need you to pet my dog when he's being chill. That's not when I need you. I don't need you to help my kid go to sleep. I need you when he's blown out, when he's got stool all the way up his back and into the back of his hair. That's what I need you to deal. Because I'm gagging. Okay? I have wet mouth trying to get close to this kid to deal with that. So I need you to go over there without all five of the senses and kind of take care. Yeah, hose them down. I don't care what you do. You know what's appropriate. Use your syntax. You got it in there, right? We upgraded that processing. You know what human skin, don't Get a hose and get them right. Mm-hmm. I think the thing that'll get robots in households is rich people will start to buy them. They can't help themselves. Middle class people will start to win them.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? They'll be like, oh yeah, we did a raffle, to raise money for such and such. We got ourselves an automated, butler bot. Oh, you got a butler bot? Remember how excited everybody was just to have a robot vacuum that is like fully, genuinely incompetent. Still to this day. It's like the 10th iteration of robot vacuums. And everybody, I love that the pitch is always like, and they'll fully map the space. First they'll bump into everything.
Yeah.
But then they'll fully map the space. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I don't think mine's mapping it.
Mine mapped areas it wouldn't refuse to go to. It's like,
how many people have to pick the thing up and put it on? At that point, I go, this is just a bad vacuum. I'm putting it on piles of hair I see. I go, oh, gotta get that. Gotta eat. Let's go. Manja. It's just bonk. Now, it does a fantastic job. Everybody who has a robot vacuum knows this. I go, if there's one thing they're really, really good at getting, it's every cord to everything. They get those, like, they can't stop getting those. You go, hey, I've tacked it up. Mm-hmm. I keep redirecting. I've built little things. So now instead of vacuuming for 10 minutes, I have built 100 little traps to keep my vacuum in the right sectors. Uh-huh. Nah. Just plows through it. Got to get the extension cords. Got to, got to get all that.
I don't know do you know if the hitchhiking robot could speak?
Yes, the hitchhiking robot HitchBot could speak English and French using conversational AI software like CleverScript to chat with drivers, ask questions, share facts from Wikipedia, and apologize for its weirdness. Through its limited vocabulary, sometimes struggle with accents and background noise. So yeah, it could. Yeah, I get it. You can't take that to Philly. You cannot take that to Philly.
A robot that goes, pardon my weirdness.
I am sorry for my strangeness to you, lads. They go, lads, what is this? What is this guy? Like, that's the thing. I go, you think Americans won't take offense to that? We will. We absolutely.
For you apologizing to us? We'll take offense to that.
For you being a thing we don't even understand. What is this? Like, once we don't understand something, you're already... Everybody knows that about Americans.
We're in the anger zone.
Yeah, you go, be careful, because if they don't get it. Like, if you have a French accent and we go, oh, you from France? And they go, well, no, I'm from Canada. And it's like, well, what's up with the accent then, dude? Like, what's up? And they go, well, French Canada. And you go, huh? Nah.
This America, bro.
This is America. What are you, and what's your, hold on, back up, dude. I am merely trying to hitch a ride. If not you, someone else, may we? May we what? What's up? Hold on. Yeah. Go by. I'm talking to it. That's what I'm doing. All right, you're going to get in trouble. Don't worry about what I'm doing. See now what you did? Now my wife's upset. Now my kids are crying. I do not know. You're getting shaky in your tonality is the problem I'm having. That's disrespect. Now you do get to go on a ride. That's what you wanted, right? You wanted to freeload yourself on down the street, eh? Well, now you do get to take a ride. Last one of your life. I'm going to take your head right off your body. Yeah, so that's America. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but it's going to be pandemonium when these things are just everywhere. Because you see with the robot vacuum, what I'd like to do is I like to dilute things down to, like, what's the true reality? I go, I don't understand AI. I don't understand robotics. But what I do understand is how people give us stuff when it comes to business. What do you know about American businesses?
They love to give watches.
What do you mean? Like for retirement?
Like if you're retiring.
Oh, that hasn't happened since you saw that in an 80s movie.
What do they do now?
Now?
What do you mean? What do I know about? What a weird, broad question. What do you know about American businesses?
What do you know about American business?
They're greedy.
There it is. You said give watches, and I said, I was thinking the unadulterated greed of it all. They love to give watches. I was just thinking, like, they gave us a robot vacuum. Yay big, right? Size of a saucer. And we're on our 9th iteration of it. Mm-hmm. Still trash. Mm-hmm. Because they're like, yeah, don't buy it. That's fine. I don't know what they're going to do when the robot bot drowns your kid or kicks your shin in or wrecks your car. They're going to go, yeah, no, we did some software updates. Like, they're going to say something and they're going to, and that'll basically just be it. We'll just have these clumsy I actually think the robots could be accidentally homicidal, where they're like, we're trying our best. It's bad software. We always go like they become sentient and they just want to. And I go, well, maybe they become sentient and have more sense than us. I don't know. Since they're designed by us based on what little bit we're seeing from these AI things that start to do stuff, I go, so not going nice.
We watched the movie Good Fortune recently.
Yeah.
With Aziz Ansari, Seth Rogen, Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
It was
Keke Palmer.
Keke Palmer wasn't. I love Keke Palmer movies.
She's amazing.
She always picks movies with great banter.
Yeah.
And although the movies she picks, I do feel like portray
real life
too well. Where I
Yep.
go, ugh, it's like you're just stuck in this ever stressful loop of trying to get your head and take a breath,
Yeah.
and you can barely ever do it.
So that movie, what's it called again?
Good Fortune.
Good Fortune is basically Aziz Ansari is most people. He is college educated. He lives in a major city. And I don't mean that like most people live in a major city, but he lives in a city and he doesn't have a job that directly relates to his degree. And he is absolutely behind the eight ball. He's doing the gig economy thing. He's doing the equivalent of, in the movie, it's something different, but the equivalent of like door dashing, task rabbiting, those kind of things. Like just cobbling together means. And Keanu Reeves is a guardian angel, and he's a lower level guardian angel because in this movie there's like tiers to it. So of course you have like the, oh my gosh, I saw this person with their head in their hands and they didn't know what to do with themselves, and I put my hand on their shoulder and showed them what their life could be, and it, they decided not to end it all. But that ain't him. His is mostly if you're texting and driving, he'll tap you so you look up and don't crash.
Right.
But valid, absolutely
Needed.
valid. And then Seth Rogen.
He's probably swamped.
Oh, more swamped. I was thinking that too. I said, oh my God, what a great low-level job, even on an angel level, because low-level jobs, the lower we are, the more work we do, right? This movie, I mean, didn't you, like, I don't want to just, like.
It was too realistic. I mean, he's doing the gig economy where he's waiting 2 hours in line for someone to pick up something and they cancel it.
And here's
He's
the
already
thing.
waited the whole time.
And they absolutely smoke it in that scene too, because he's not just waiting to pick up anything. He's at a hot cinnamon bun bakery, right? It's like a high-end bread line here. It's like, oh, I'm in the bread line, but I love it.
Yeah, it's got icing on it though.
So he waits 2 hours in a cinnabon, and that just to me instantly shows like the new class. It's like someone made enough money that they can not only afford to pay for this gougy cinnabon, but they can sit a guy there for 2 hours to pick it up. And then, like you said,
They cancel. Yeah.
And then he doesn't even get anything.
Right. Seth Rogen is a character who's a VC guy, a guy who invests in tech companies.
Yeah, he's going to make the robot butler thing.
Right, he's making it. He's probably even testing it at his own house.
Oh, yeah.
He's got this great, huge mansion, beautiful pool overlooking the city. He's rich.
Yep.
Rich.
I deal with a lot in my job, and so do you to an extent, but I deal with a lot over the years, a lot of rich people. And this is one of the first times I've seen what I would consider to be a modern, affluent businessman shown in a way that I was like, it hit me like a ton of bricks. I was like, this is very accurate. This is devastatingly accurate. And what stood out to you about, because we've all seen what we normally portray. It's very easy to put, I think that's because the reason I like this, and I'll just say that now, I want to hear what you thought of him. I thought it's good that we start showing him this way, because I think what is tripping up regular people right now is we grew up on 20 to 30 years of just a Christmas Carol level, like, and I don't even care if you starve, that ain't the deal anymore.
No.
What did you see in like Seth Rogen's character?
A narcissist.
Yep.
Just somebody who has he just like absolutely no idea what's outside of his bubble.
Yep.
He's in his pool. He's in his sauna and his cold plunge in his sauna. His cold. He's buying a new $250,000 watch. He's going to the Cinnabon place, not waiting in line, popping in.
Because he's an investor.
And getting a whole bag full.
Yeah.
He hires Aziz Ansari. Aziz Ansari comes over to do a TaskRabbit thing for him. He sets him up, which made me feel uncomfortable of the level of work he asked this person to do as a TaskRabbit. It was like, rearrange his garage or clean out his garage. And it was so much stuff.
And the reason that made you uncomfortable for somebody watching that in like the middle of Nebraska is because you know a TaskRabbit doesn't get paid anything.
Right.
So to put them on a real physically demanding job that might take a better part of a day, there's no way they're even going to make minimum wage doing that for that day.
No way. How could he?
Not going to happen.
Yeah, no way. And so they kind of hit it off because Aziz is very charismatic.
Yep.
And he hires him to be his assistant.
Yep. And this is the biggest thing that I thought with that Seth character, because you're absolutely right. He's a narcissist. He did all those things. But the one thing that stood out to me and that stands out to me and we're like, incredibly likable.
Yes. Yeah.
Incredibly likable. Incredibly able to say to a guy who's TaskRabbiting for him, like, oh, you got to try burrata. Like he'll tell you, burrata's not the big thing, but he'll tell you the amazing thing that he's doing or having or how he's having it in this way that it's not with malice. It's with absolute tone deafness of how your lives are vastly different.
It's telling you as if you're a person who's equally experiencing those things.
But you're cleaning out his garage.
But you're cleaning. Yeah. And the way his character says it is, do you think maybe even these people, do they realize that's different or do they not even realize that's different?
In my experience, they're just kind of buzzing through. They're like, this is my reality. Kind of asked and answered as far as questions and kind of just telling you about my day. I can't fault them because it is your day. I mean, it's like, this is your life, but there is a tone deafness to it because you will tell the guy that you barely paid anything to rearrange your entire garage, that you just spent $250,000 on a watch. And those will happen in the same person, where he's like, oh, I wish you just hadn't told me about the watch. It makes it sting more.
Yeah.
Because you're basically like, oh, no, I have frivolous spending for days, but I couldn't probably care enough about what I gave you on this.
I couldn't even give you $1,000 for the day of intense labor you just did for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great because how likable he was. And I go, they're not villains. That's
they are.
They are, but they're not what you think. We have a new class of villain.
Yeah.
Which is...
They're not like... as they ski down the mountain and take it all.
I do truly believe that a majority of them that do have a bit of a boot on the rest of our necks, I think it's not that they care that you're under the boot. I think it's like, oh, I don't care if you're under here. I'm not I don't want you there. But I don't think about how me having this might affect you. Like those two things can't compute to me.
Right.
I'm a very successful businessman. The end. And no one's calling me on it, right? Because the TaskRabbit guy, he needs the task. What's he going to do? Correct my behavior? No, he can't. None of us can, right? Anybody in this world, we can't correct behaviors of corporate America. We have to exist in it.
That is one thing he did too. In the movie, Aziz Gives Blood for Money. He actually gets hired as Seth's assistant.
Yeah.
And he ends up using his company credit card on a date because he was encouraged to go to this place, even though Seth said it wasn't not expensive. Not expensive to him, but very expensive to Aziz. And so the bill comes and he ends up using the card and he's going to pay it back, but he gets fired for it. So he goes to give blood and then comes out from giving blood and his car's towed. And that's $600. I mean, it shows
how it can squeeze you.
There's another Keke Palmer movie where her and her best friend, it's called One of Them Days. And it's just about them trying to do something at the end of that day, but everything keeps going wrong and wrong. And it was like that too. It was like everything's compounding, and those movies really. It's very stressful.
I really like these movies. They remind me of movies. That one and this one, both Keke Palmer ones, remind me of the movies like that would come out in the 80s. Because if you think about the 80s had a lot of economic turmoil, and they had a lot of movies where like literally the whole movie was like, we got to get $2,000, right? Now the stakes, like everything's like that's another thing. I want to bring this stuff down. Like my pitch to trying to smarten up the general populace is like, as creators, stop having your corporate entities. I'm sure you have to just do it, but if there's any way you can trick them, have the stakes be $2,000.
Yeah.
$2,000 in 2026, $2,000 is still a game changer for a lot of people. The majority of people in this country don't have $2,000 in a savings account.
Yeah.
Have $2,000 be the thing. Stop showing everybody briefcases of money. It's like we can't compute it and it's actually hurting real life. One thing I thought was great about the Aziz Ansari scene, right? Did he do something you shouldn't do? Yes. He used a company card. That is a rule. Everybody knows it. Don't use it for personal stuff. Was he told to go there by the guy whose card it is? And did he feel compelled, like, oh God, I'm here, I have to do it. I have to pay. I can't pay. But what I also thought it did was just this and maybe I'm reading too much into it, but it was this underlining of, and when you're down here, you can't make a mistake.
That is, no, I agree with that. Yes, totally.
There's not going to be, because he had a very reasonable, I already talked to your accountant. He's already proactive. Like, I talked to your accountant. I'm not hiding it. I am setting up a way to pay it back. And it was like, sorry, we got to cut ties. That is where I thought too, Seth Rogen snapped into the reality, like a little bit of that mask slip. It's like, no. Because you guys are always out to get us. Sorry. I tried to be cool. I tried to be nice. I thought that was beautiful. There were so many things in this movie I thought were chef's kiss.
What streets they chose to show in LA were for sure a visual reminder of tents everywhere. This street is full of people who cannot afford to live in a home.
Right. Like Keke Palmer works at like an Ace Hardware, Home Depot, Lowe's type place. And there was a scene where they showed in the break room and they just do a quick pan to catch up with the characters. And on the box of canned goods, it says, help your fellow associates out. And I thought that was another one. I said, these are the entities that get the most government subsidy as an actual business where they don't pay a livable wage. And then that's subsidized because now people have to be on programs just to have food and have basic needs met.
Right. Keanu Reeves wants to do something more. He wants to help a lost soul. He thinks Aziz is lost. He's a lost soul. And he says, I'm not a lost soul. I'm just poor. And he says, no, you are. Let me show you your life wouldn't be good with money. So he switches Aziz Ansari and Seth Rogen in their lives. So Aziz wakes up and he's like, I'm rich. And Seth Rogen is now Aziz's character doing the gig economy, doing all that stuff. Come to find out, guess what? It did solve all of his problems. Solved all his problems. Every single one.
Absolutely.
Like every problem he had.
And that's the thing that you and I have said. You said it best when we were watching this movie. You go, where we're at in our lives, that means you're like 3 to 5 life events away from being Aziz Ansari's character, who literally is sleeping in his car.
Keanu Reeves is fired. As a guardian angel. They're not pleased. They don't like the switch. They want him to get him switched back. But guess what? He has to agree to it. And he's like, no.
That is true.
Would you switch back?
No. If you're so smart and you're so great, the guy whose life I switched with, you'll be back up here in what, a year? 2 years?
Isn't that what I always hear?
Bootstrap it, baby.
I just saw Kevin O'Leary say recently, like if he woke up and had no money, here's how he could make $60,000 in one day. And I go, because you know people. What if you woke up and you didn't know those people?
Whenever, you know how sometimes people make those videos where it's like they do a good deed, but of course they made a video and people always go, oh, but why, you're doing it for the video. I don't care. I'm a big proponent of, I don't care why you did a good thing. I don't care if you did it for the most narcissistic reason. I don't care. As long as the good deed actually happened.
Like occurred. I
don't care. You can eat on it forever. I don't care. Love the movie. I did have some weird feelings after, I'm not going to lie, because I did think, wow, this is the best portrayal of this thing that I've seen in a minute. Because it really did a great job of showing, I just thought it really nailed the high level of effort required to just not drown. Right? It's like lucky.
I mean, he was drown. I mean, he was actively drowning.
Absolutely. Well, that's what I mean. You are at that level. It did such a good job of showing the bobbing up and down of like, and then you're back. Because I feel so incredibly lucky for where we are in our life. I really, really do. I feel so lucky, and all we are is at least swimming. You know what I mean? We're not on our back just floating doing whatever. You know, some of these people, they're not even on their backs floating. They're on a raft
They're
floating.
on a super yacht.
Yeah, exactly. And the only people who can do what's necessary are teenage boy orcas. You want to talk about an unsung hero. If everybody doesn't pour some out for the teenage boy orcas who are out here just absolutely devastating the yachts right now.
Tip of the salmon hat to you, Mike. They're wearing salmon hats right now.
Which, how fun is that?
I love it.
They go, we're popping on a hat. We're getting out here. We're mixing it up. We're fully sinking giant boats.
Super yachts.
Yeah.
What about even a regular yacht? No.
How do they know it's super? That's why I have to have it, you know? Because even an orca gets it.
It's because we write super on the bottom so you can see it.
It's just all the deck. I like to think that a deckhand somewhere is just greasing the bottom with some orcas love. They go,
yeah.
This'll...
Putting a bunch of caviar on it.
Oh, yeah.
All
That's
that caviar
true.
from the kitchen.
Where's all my beluga caviar? Oh, my God.
Oh, no, it went down for the ship, sir.
Oh, I don't know. And then... I'm not saying that we need to eat the rich or anything.
Be a bite.
Yeah, I'm just
Maybe
saying
a bite.
that we should all know that we are worth a lot more than what they give a lot of the time. I don't know how to get this point across to anybody. It's not my job to. But man, it's like, gosh, if you were just like in a break room kitchen and they ordered pizza for the team, and your boss came in and took everything but one bite of crust and left and said, hey, enjoy the pizza party. You'd be furious. You'd be like, this is insane.
Yeah.
It's even that is still not a totally dead on for how little. I had to leave the crust for the visual, but in reality, you'd probably just be licking box.
Yeah.
That's the t-shirt. But that's what I mean. I go, you wouldn't even get a morsel to try to actually like
and one guy would get 2 licks and you'd hate him from more.
Yeah.
You know,
well, he'd
like,
get 2 licks and he'd tell you how lucky you are to get your like one. Hold out your finger, you're getting one red pepper flake. Yeah. There you go. Don't spend it all in one place. Rub it on your gums. Keep moving. He got 2 licks, so he's like real. Like you're like, all right. He's really a company man. Yeah. Get up here. Yeah, take a little bump of Parmesan cheese. Get moving. Let that fuel you to one day be a box licker.
We watched Sarah Squirm, Live and in the Flesh, starring Sarah Sherman.
Who is very, very funny.
On HBO Max.
Very funny.
Oh, my gosh.
The first time we saw Sarah Sherman, that's a tongue twister, was when she was in the Adam Sandler movie, well, really Adam Sandler's daughter's movie about her bat mitzvah, and she played the rabbi. And we had never seen her or anything because I don't think she was on SNL yet.
No,
and
I don't think she was.
Both looked at each other and were like, oh, she's like a star. Like she's still in every scene she's in. Like super duper funny in that movie. Super funny on SNL. How would you describe her special?
A squirmish.
Squirmtastic.
Yeah.
Hers was the unabashed, I'm doing what I like.
Yeah.
Like absolute true to self. Like, this is funny to me. Or heck, I even think sometimes like, I'm like, I don't even know if she cares if it's funny.
You mean, but as long as she likes it.
I think she thinks it's funny what she's doing to us at times.
Yes.
You know, it's like, this is for one person, Sarah.
Yeah.
We're the squirm. Yeah, we're the squirm.
Yeah.
It's Sarah and the squirm.
Yeah, Sarah Squirm.
Yep.
Live and in the flesh.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, it was fleshy.
It was. You see the influences, but this is its own thing. Don't go into this thinking it's a John Waters thing because you will absolutely squirm. Don't go into it thinking it's Pee Wee Herman. You will squirm. Don't think it's Tim Burton. Squirming.
Yeah. It's Squirmin' Sherman.
Squirmin' Sherman.
Sarah Squirmin' Sherman.
This is really good. But no part of me starting a special thinks like, I'm going to need to close my eyes.
I never have fast forwarded through a segment of a special. And it wasn't because like, oh, it's like material wise, like, you know, a topic. I don't know what the material was because I fast forwarded.
It was the visceral nature of the visual component.
Yes. She had a What's That Blood Splatter segment.
I can't.
That we fast forwarded.
I would have loved to have seen just in that room, like who are the 10 people that were like, oh, I came with a friend. You know, 150 people down, 10 people though. You know, somebody was like, I don't know, she's very funny on SNL. I'd never seen her do. You know,
Yeah.
Like it's like the show we went to only good. It was good. That is the difference, though. It's like the true, like, I do know what I'm doing of it.
Yeah, it made
Sheboygan.
sense. It flowed as a show.
I don't even know in our life one single person I could say, hey, you should check this out.
I know.
I was thinking about that. I said, who can I tell this to that I think would actually be like, yeah, good pick. I wish I could watch our parents watch it on like a baby camera. Like something
Like
that
on
they're
a
just
hidden, like on a hidden bear, in a hidden
like
teddy bear.
Yeah, 100%. Where they're just like, I don't even think my mom, I would say maybe she makes it through the opening sequence before she's even taken the stage. I mean, your folks,
I think they'd watch the whole thing.
no way. Neither of them. No way. I can't imagine a world in which they would watch the whole thing. Not ever. No,
It
it's
is
not
funny.
It is funny. It is good. It is completely outside the bounds of anything you've ever seen. At least that I had ever experienced in a comedy. It's like this avant-garde punk rock type. I mean, I don't know how to. It's a lot of stuff. It is not a thing you've seen before.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just have a blind spot and like somebody like, you know.
No, I watch a lot of different kinds of comedy and a lot of different kinds of stand-up specials, and I've never seen anything like this. What was your favorite part?
My absolute thing that was killing me was she had a lot of foot pedals. She was doing a lot of stuff messing with microphone sounds and just boop, bop, beeps and just whatever those things do where you can record sounds and play them back and all that. She had the Seinfeld like that thing, and she would just hit like kind of like, I don't know, when you
Like a hangman style, like
and she'd do the thing. It felt like inside baseball. It's the thing that cracks up performers of comedy, where you're like, you know, comedy well enough that you're like, and now I'm going to do like a bit for bit's sake, you know, but it technically is like a written joke for not, you know, it's like kind of that meta stuff. Like, and I was like, it was absolutely gassing me every time she did it. There was several different sequences that were incredibly funny and several different sequences that I was like, yeesh. Yeesh. I don't want to ruin it in case anybody's going to watch it with their kids or something.
What do you think would have sent you besides the blood in this one? As a young person, what would have sent you?
As a young person, I think her beach sequence would have been quite a lot for me.
Yeah.
I think she describes coming home after a long day. And I think that would absolutely, that as a grown man, I was like, I had a reaction to that where I was like, it was hilarious. And it was so much that I kind of caught myself doing what I used to do when I was a kid, and there were other kids around and I'd ride a roller coaster. And it was fully out of peer pressure, where I'd just be on it going like, because I get tight. I go, I'm not going to make a scene. I just go real tight. So just be. Yeah. It was like that, but with a joke. What about you?
Yeah.
Was there something that stood out to you that you were like, okay, I didn't think I'd struggle to watch something?
I didn't think I'd struggle to watch the blood splatter videos.
Yeah.
And then I did.
Yeah, you didn't do it.
Yeah.
You skipped it as well, because I said, I got to close these peepers.
Yeah.
Another thing that got me, and I don't think it got you, was, and people hearing this just with no context is what I like the best. I really do.
I
really do, because I go, the tonsil video. What did you? It was grossing me all the way out.
Her vocal cords.
Grossing me all the way out.
Yeah.
The way it would be like.
Oh, that didn't bother me at all. Yeah.
I don't like that stuff.
You don't like inside of the body videos.
No. No. It's why I was surprised to see it. I was just thinking like that freedom of like, what if you really just do whatever you want to do?
Yeah.
Because I did see that. I am envious of that, because I have to fight through a lot of self-doubt to do anything that I do. And I have a lot of they thoughts in my head, like, oh, they aren't going to like it. They're going to say that, you know, like, it's always been that way. It's a thing I've always fought through for performing, right? Anything. So to see someone, I don't know that she doesn't fight through those same things, but to see somebody just absolutely be like, I'm doing what I like to do.
I bet she doesn't. I wonder if this would be really interesting to know. I bet she doesn't, because I just saw a thing that said that girls who are very close with their dads, or their dads are very encouraging to them, and they give them a lot of safety at a young age, have less self-doubt. They have a lot more confidence.
That's awesome. And she did tell me she has a very close relationship with her dad, and he's like a big cheerleader for her. Like, you know, she talked about that in the set.
Yeah.
That makes total sense.
It's interesting.
That makes total sense. Yeah.
You know, when you go like, oh, that performance art worked.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
Yeah.
And was very funny. She's friggin' hilarious.
I think people in that realm, like the Tim and Erics and stuff, I think they like that some suit guy had to come in, suit lady, has like a lawyer had to watch it.
Yeah.
And go like, oh boy. God. Pause it. Ugh. Oh my God.
I wonder how many different lawyers where they'd do maybe a tag out situation for hers. They go like, tag in.
What's your final thought on her special?
I liked it.
I
laughed a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Check it out if you dare.
Yeah.
Check it out if you dare. It was like one of those things. I'm trying to put the vibe out there, and I hope she wouldn't take offense to this, but I go, if you ever grew up in the South, and she is not from the South, so this isn't a direct correlation or anything with her, but in the South, they would do this thing around Halloween where they didn't want you to go to haunted houses because that's the devil's game. So a church would do a haunted house.
Yes.
Where they would talk to you about like abortion, and somebody would just pull out like raw beef, you know, and be
I
like,
would
whoa.
say it would be like that, but also very bright, colorful, and pretty.
Yes. But just kind of that homemade, like where you're like, this is turning me in some way.
This is
like,
grossing me out.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah, because I only ever went to one of those. I think when my mom, when my mom got wind that that's what they were, she was like, oh, we're not doing that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think she saw like the misinformation of it all and was like, what are we doing? Yeah, it felt like, I wouldn't have been like put off if I would have been like, oh, I went to hell. And they were like, and this was like the opening act, or kind of the like, hey, while you're in line, we're just going to cover a few things for you down here. Like Satan's like, can we put a video or something together so that people, because I'm getting a lot of people asking me questions. I don't think when I'm walking around hell, I should be bothered to have to answer questions. Does that make sense to everybody that Satan wouldn't want people coming? I got people tapping me on the wing, on my bat wing, going like, Satan, sorry to bother you. You imagine that? Does that feel like I lead the whole underworld? Like a guy tapped me just yesterday, tapped me, goes, excuse me, is there a bathroom? I said, yourself, dummy. It's hell. This would be the video that he would have commissioned, because he's like, I'd like to have some stuff, you know, like they should know the vibes a little bit.
Yeah.
I think people don't get that this is
they don't
where
know
they're
the
at.
Vibes.
Do they think this is purgatory? This is the show. You made it, right? You wanted to live a certain way. This is where you at. Okay. This is where you at, my guy. Don't tap me. Tapping me on the shoulder. I go, part of your problem was consent up there. Don't touch, right? You're going to learn. You're going to learn about touching. What does that mean? Oh, you'll see. Wait till the video. You'll see. Gonna have you squirming, babe. We're gonna have you squirming. Call you Squirming Sherman. Do you have any final thoughts, feelings, or jokes?
No.
I love you.
I love you too.
We didn't hit record. We didn't hit record.